There were some classics played over the weekend, some great individual efforts, some controversy, and perhaps our first club crisis of a new season. Let's revisit the highs and lows of round 4 with Hot or Not. Okay, I'm going to kick us off. And Adelaide-Sydney, Adelaide Saturday evening, the game of the year for mine, Finey. Everything, if you were to create a template for football as you want to see it played, this game was it. It was tough. Still plenty of free-flowing footy, plenty of high scoring. Both sides ended up with 100 points each. So we see some vision now. Luke Parker, Isaac Heaney, what a gun he is. And it was just played at this pace the whole time in the second half. And obviously a really breathtaking finish. Either side could have won. Eddie Betts, not unusually for him, pops up and kicks the winning goal. But, gee, if the footy stays like that this year, we're in for a cracker of a season.
A couple of observations. You mentioned Heaney. How about Heaney and Callum Mills? Now, we are going to have an uproar sooner rather than later about these academies. I mean, they are just ready-made guns. And Sydney will not take their turn in the evolutionary ladder and go down if they keep getting academy picks like those two boys.
Yeah, fair point. I'm happy just to bask in the glow of the footy they're playing for the moment until the Swans win another flag. Your turn.
Okay, what's hot? Have you seen the pairs of names that is going around in football at the moment?
There is a few.
Well, how hot are you've got Tom Lynch and Tom Lynch.
Yep.
One's leading the goal kicking, the other one, save for the birth of a baby, would be right up there in the goal kicking. He's a beaut player, the ex-St Kilda Tom Lynch in Adelaide. So Tom Lynch is as good as a pair. Josh Kennedy's, we know they're brilliant. Coleman medalist and Brownlow medal favourite. So you've got Josh Kennedy's going brilliantly. Scott Thompson's are having a revival. How good is Scotty Thompson going at Adelaide?
Well, they're both good.
And the other one's as reliable as Old Yeller. Now, there's an exception to every rule.
Which one?
Mitch Brown's.
Oh, tough.
Well, one's not playing and the other one's not going.
I don't mind yes, Mitch Brown.
No,
okay.
but interesting, pairs of names.
Yeah, very good. My turn. It's not, and it's people, again, bit of a pet hate of mine, going the knee-jerk reaction on Nathan Buckley. They just re-signed him. How are Collingwood going to look if they jettison a bloke they've just re-signed? We're 4 games into a new season. Yes, he's in a bit of strife at the moment, but give him some time to get out of it. They're still a pretty young list, Finey. Young lists are prone to erratic form. And, there's clearly some effort issues going on now. But
was that Gubby Allen or Tom Langdon?
Yeah, reminiscent of the Western Oval in 1984. Look, they're in a spot of bother, but we've both been very bullish about the Pies this year. I'm not giving up on them yet, and I think people should just back off a bit on the coach.
The re-signing of Nathan Buckley reminds me of, was it Tim Webster? Sports Tonight?
Oh, yes.
After the break,
resigns.
Nathan Buckley has resigned.
Yes, a hyphen can make all the difference.
Well, many years later, he might get it right.
Okay, your turn.
I've got a what's not hot. Look, I know that this is going to be considered St Kilda-centric, but we know that last quarter between Hawthorn and St Kilda and Launceston was not without controversy. And there was an umpire at the centre of the controversy, number 12. Is
Andrew Stevens.
Andrew Stevens. Felt 15 metres was not achieved on a couple of occasions. Not a lot of people talking about the Puopolo goal, where he took the advantage, stopped, and the umpire said, "Oh, okay, go back and have a shot at goal," which he cribbed around a couple of metres and then kicked. Well, I thought, being on Twitter, on Sunday night I'd go to his homepage, see what Andy Stevens is saying on Twitter. And I was aghast to see a homepage festooned with a giant Hawthorn run-through from the 2012 Grand Final.
I saw this. I reckon you're a bit tough on him. I mean, one, it was just a generic shot of the MCG Grand
just a
Final,
generic shot of the MCG with a giant Hawthorn banner. Mate,
they're in the Grand Final.
I've been on Twitter for a week. You choose your homepage carefully, and it represents you.
Well,
did he not work out that his homepage was very Hawthorn looking? Well, he did, because after I brought it up on radio, he went private so nobody could get to the homepage, and by the next day, the Hawthorn run-through had been replaced with a generic landscape.
Well, I don't blame you. I mean, look, these guys get interested in footy because they've grown up loving the game, and presumably when you love the game, you barrack for a club.
And when you barrack for a club, you... 15 metres in
I'm
15
putting my
metres.
hand up here. If a few of us in the media use this as a criteria, we're in big trouble. Okay, last one. We've got to do these quickly. North Melbourne are my last one for today, and they're obviously hot. The only undefeated side in the competition. top 4 2 years in a row now, playing some wonderful football. I think they've got the balance perfect. Daniel Wells has been a great return for them. Sean Higgins, Brent Harvey, playing like he's 23, not 58 or however old he is. They are a gun side, and it's ridiculous, I think, that people aren't considering them still seriously as a premiership chance. Very big chance.
It's all going perfectly for them. Waite's not going to kick 4 goals a week every week, is he?
Well, and people will say who have they played to, but they've beaten Adelaide, they've beaten an improved Freo.
Yeah,
I think they're the real
playing
deal.
well. I've got a last what's not hot, and that is prices of food at the footy.
Yeah, I thought they'd come down last year.
Yeah, pies might have in chips. Did you go to the farmers market outside the Essendon Geelong game?
I traipsed through a bit of hay on the way to the game, yes.
How much are a dozen farm fresh, free range duck eggs supposed to cost?
That's a very good question, and I've got no idea.
Well, at the footy, they were $7.20, and that's too much for duck eggs, I think.
Well, at least you could take them into the ground, so we've won a small battle there.